remember that we had little cupboards by our beds, and you had your toothbrush and water there.
Right.
And the toothbrush in the winter froze in it. And I know we had lots of blankets, but it really was very cold. Seeing this picture with all the beds out there, well, I've got a surprise for you.
Okay.
Because while I was there, I was missing my family.
Yeah.
And I was also missing my pony.
Right.
And my brother found this and
That's
gave it
amazing.
to me, and I've only just got it, in fact. And there I am in bed. Gosh, my hair's quite short, isn't it?
Well, it was then, yes.
Lying in bed, and my father
Yes,
walked with the pony to the orthopaedic hospital, and that would have been at least 3 or 4 miles.
Right.
I think, actually, look at the ears. They're perked
I think
up.
he's recognised you, isn't he?
I think so,
yes,
too.
That's a lovely picture. It's a lovely picture.
Well, I can tell you that brought great joy.
I bet it did.
And also it made me think, well, I will get out of here
Yes,
one day.
yes.
I mean, I was so thrilled on that day to think that Dad, for me,
Yeah.
had walked with that pony. And you can see that I look
Well,
chuffed
you look
a bit.
radiant, absolutely.
Yes. And also you can see that my hand is strapped up there because it was the left hand that I had most trouble with.
Right.
And they were trying to bring this thumb over, and it's sort of strapped there. Can you
Yep.
see that
Yes,
mark there?
yes.
I had a lot of muscle wastage here.
Yes.
And this arm's a bit smaller, and this
Yeah.
side's a bit smaller. But how lucky I was to be as I am now.
Yes.
I can remember a girl next door to me in An Lung, and she became terribly thin, and she always had a smile on her face. And the An Lung also made a noise, and you know, all through the night, if you woke up, you could hear that.
Yes.
And one night that had stopped, and that's when Buffy died.
Right.
And she was just about 12, I think. That was a huge shock.
Well, you were in for about 7 and a bit weeks, I think.
I'm not too sure. Can't
Well,
remember.
I can tell you came out of the orthopaedic hospital on the 28th of December, because there is you with your dad on a horse, and it's the 29th of December. And it says that daughter Mary was discharged only the day before, so that's the day after you got out.
I can remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That horse is called Nelson.
Right, okay,
Dad with a bowler.
indeed.
And because I still had such a weak left arm,
Yeah,
they had and you can see it so plainly there, a thing like a little hat.
yes.
And I was allowed to be out as long as I kept my arm above.
With a
And
wristband attached to the head?
You know all about it.
Well,
don't you?
I've seen pictures of it, but
Yes.
I wasn't too sure whether you were saluting your dad
No,
and
no,
or
no,
the
no, no.
horse, but that was
No, no.
actually, that was attached, wasn't it?
That was attached.
Yes.
And of course, for my parents, it was wonderful that I was up. I mean, I could walk, but I had to keep my arm up here.
Yeah.
I've never seen that picture.
well, there
you
we
know.
are. Well-
There we are. And he's looking very caringly down,
I
isn't
think he is.
Yes.
That's a lovely picture.
Seeing me the day after I came out of hospital with Dad on his horse, the look in his eye of care was very moving. And, you know, there was I with my hand on top of my head. And I realised, looking at that picture of Dad, he really loved me.
On leaving hospital, Mary returned to school. But the effects of the polio meant she was excluded from team sports. Instead, the energetic teenager turned to her beloved horse riding for exercise. Then in 1952, aged 17, Mary finished at Bath High School. With only 2 O-levels to her name in art and domestic science, her options for further education were limited. She applied to the Bath College of Home Economics to study on their institutional management course. Today, Mary's come to Bath Spa University to meet the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Christina Slade, who holds recently discovered reports and letters, all referring to Mary's education.
Mary, look, what we've found here is your file from the City of Bath Domestic Science Training College.
Gracious me, an awful photograph.
I think
Look
it's
at my
absolute-
hair all flat. And wearing navy blue, that would be just about right. I used to wear a navy blue jumper, navy blue skirt.
I think it's an absolutely marvellous file. We have the full application from Bath High.
Oh dear, not the happiest days of my life.
Well, obviously you were very...
Try to be nice.
No, it is. I mean, I think this is a very positive remark. For a long time, Mary has said that she would like to be a catering manager. She's read much concerning this and has, for a schoolgirl, a surprising fund of knowledge. Now, who's this?
Oh, Miss Ireland. She was assistant headmistress. I think I was pretty lucky that Miss Blackburn didn't write it because she hadn't an awful lot of nice things to say about me.
There we are. And then we come to the letter to you saying, I have pleasure to offering you a vacancy in the institutional management course, subject, it says, to your gaining 3 passes at ordinary level.
Oh dear.
But the next letter is just a little slip of paper. We think it's from the secretary. I spoke to Mrs. Berry. She said that her daughter had obtained 2 passes only and that she'd spoken to Miss Nielsen, who had agreed to accept her. Exclamation mark.
Gosh,
so there you are.
Miss Nielsen being the principal of the Bath College of Domestic Science.
So what exactly was the course, the institutional management course you did?
It was a 2-year course, and the headmistress took us for sort of household jobs sort of things. And we did everything from table laying and also making beds. And also she taught us to clean loos. Who teaches anybody to clean loos? She used to say, flush, brush, flush. And, we all giggled and laughed about it. But the basic things she taught us about how to run a house. And I'm grateful to her.
As part of the course, Mary took work experience at local butchers and fishmongers.
I would arrive early and they were pleased to have a girl there of 19. And, I was taught to skin a Dover sole, to bone fish. And it gave me confidence. So, when I'm now working in television or talking about food, I've got the background knowledge, which I'm very grateful for.
Mary graduated from the